Have you ever heard this audio?
What are you, my dom?
Is there something you'd like to tell me, Nicole? Well, all of those incredibly out-of-pocket, insane quotes are from the Class of '09 series. This game series is self-described as, quote, not a dating sim, it's a rejection sim, and it was developed and published by SBM3. There are 3 games within the original within the series: the original Class of '09, the re-up, and the flip side. If you don't know what the Class of '09 is about, basically it follows the story, at least for the first 2 games, of Nicole, who recently moved and hates her school. And basically it's a visual novel and you have different options and there are multiple different endings. And you might be asking me, because you obviously saw the title of this video, what does this have anything to do with the Zodiac Killer? So if you don't know who the Zodiac Killer is, the Zodiac was a prolific serial killer that ran his course in the late 60s and early 70s here in the United States. He targeted mostly young couples who were often in secluded areas. It was also found that he did more harm on the women than the men. Out of all of his attacks, only 1 woman survived, who jumped out of his car and is technically not considered one of his victims because he did not use any violent force on her. The 2 people who actually survived his attack were both men. The Zodiac Killer has never been identified, and he was known for sending cryptic messages in code to many news outlets around the area to taunt law enforcement. And then one day he just disappeared without a sight. And although there are drawings of him, illustrations, forensic illustrations of him, nobody has ever been able to identify him or confidently say who the Zodiac is. And again, you might be thinking, okay, T, cool story. What does this have to do with the Class of '09 series? Well, for some reason, for a game that takes place in 2009, they not only mention the serial killer in casual conversation, but they also make it one of the endings. And you're like, hold up, doesn't this take place in 2009? Yes, but at the end of each route, you will get a text message on the phone as like a little extra. And one of them is this. Before I read this, I would just like to give a content warning because it is slightly disturbing. This message that you get at the end, in the ending, where this is the weirdest way you can say it, where Nicole joins a white nationalist party and her teacher makes a chlorine weapon, and she gets arrested, stuff like that. At the ending, you receive this message. I like killing people because it is so much fun. It is more fun than killing wild game in the forest because man is the most dangerous animal of all. To kill something gives me the most thrilling experience. It is even better than getting your rocks off with a girl. The best part of it is that when I die, I will be reborn in paradise and all the I have killed will become my slaves. I will not give you my name because you will try to slow down or stop my collecting of slaves for my afterlife. And then there's a bunch of gibberish letters. If you can't tell, that letter or that email or text, whatever it is so badly written. Not only is it so grammatically incorrect, but there are spelling errors and the caps are all different. And you're like, okay, it's just a weird message. Like, yeah, duh, of course they would have the weird message at the part when they're, talking about white supremacy. But what if I told you that this is a direct reference to one of the most famous letters that the Zodiac Killer ever wrote? One of the most famous letters that the Zodiac Killer wrote was actually sent to 3 different news outlets: the Vallejo Times-Herald, the San Francisco Examiner, and the San Francisco Chronicle. The 3 letters of these were first deciphered and then all put together to read this. I like killing people because it is so much fun. It is more fun than killing wild game in the forest because man is the most dangerous animal of all. To kill something gives me the most thrilling experience. It is even better than getting your rocks off with a girl. The best part of it is that when I die, I will be reborn in paradise and they have killed will become my slaves, and I will not give you my name because you will try to slow down or stop my collecting of slaves for the afterlife. And then again, there's a bunch of jumbled up letters. And by the way, the picture I just showed you, along with the picture I'm going to show now, which is the cipher text versus the plain text, is everything that I did. I have been researching on this for a solid while. I have been reading, at least for months, just in my own interest, a book called The Shocking True Story of the Hunt for the Nation's Most Elusive Serial Killer, Zodiac, by Robert Graysmith. And I've just been so interested in how someone can get away with this. And I have been spending the better part of 2 weeks trying to decipher this message with very, very little success. I have put the Zodiac cipher as in the last few digits of, digits, the last few letters / digits within the Zodiac cipher that I just showed. I have put that into every single different type of decoder possible, and it does not turn out to anything. It is nearly impossible. And the same goes for the one in class of '09. The closest I got with the class of '09 letter is using a card and grill cipher, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and I got this gibberish. And honestly, this is where I get stuck, and now I'm turning to you guys for help. If anyone can decode this in any kind of way, I will put up the message here, show you my decoding, and just tell me anything that you think could be possible. I really want to figure this out, but let's move on. In the re-up, which takes place mostly in their senior year of high school, Jekka, who is Nicole's best friend, kind of, and Nicole are skipping school and at the mall, and they steal a CD in one of the routes that you can take, and they say this.
Yeah, I'd probably kill myself before that happens anyway.
If you do, can you leave a note on how you killed yourself in case I want to do it too?
Dude, yeah, what are friends for?
Yeah, because my mom was telling me about the Zodiac Killer, and I don't think anyone's gonna go out that cool again.
Oh, is he the guy with the symbol notes?
Oh my god, yeah!
It would be cool to go out like that. Think about it. Some infamous shadowy figure kills you and then writes to the news in code about how hot it was when you died.
He'd probably say that about every girl he kills.
Yeah, no, that's true. If he doesn't specifically say I'm his hottest victim, then fuck off. He can kill someone else.
I get that. Do you think we're crazy for wanting that?
No, we're just hot. These are hot girl problems.
Totally.
So this is the second time that the Zodiac has been brought up. And this whole time I'm just thinking there has to be something connected, because also in the re-up, Kyler, who is one of the most insane but also funny side characters I've ever seen in the game, talks about, quote, killing bitches and stuff, drawing in art class, which is literally what the Zodiac did. That's what the Zodiac mostly targeted women, especially young women. And not only that, back to the chlorine ending in the original Class of '09 series, they used a chlorine bomb, and the Zodiac was known for sending a literal diagram of how to build such thing to news outlets. How to make one at home. And I don't know what this all connects to, but I know it somehow connects, and I'm stuck. I know that there is some connection between the Class of '09 and the Zodiac Killer. I don't know what it is. I don't know if SBM3 is really intuitive about it, or if they just put it in for shits and giggles, but I know it feels like there's something there. And now I'm reaching to you guys for help. I am so willing to continue covering this game series because I haven't even gotten to the flip side. And I Like, actually, this game series is so funny and so hilarious, and I would love to hear your thoughts on this and what you think could be the connection. That is where I'll end this video today, and I would like to thank all of you for 4,000 subscribers. It really means so much to me, and I'm sorry this video took forever to come out with. I was melting my brain with ciphers. Anyway, again, if you have any insights on what the cipher could be, please leave a comment below. Make sure to follow me on other platforms like Instagram and TikTok, where I make cosplay content, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye!